Okay, well, I would like to start off saying that our Teacher of the Year is the epitome of our theme this year at the high school. If you don't know, it's the and then some that makes the difference. She is the and then some and more than that. We have all good teachers in Long Beach School District, we know that, but to go from good to great, it just takes the and then some and more, and she does that. I'm going to list some things, Ms. Brown, but I'm probably going to forget some because she literally does a million things at our school. She is the sponsor of FCCLA, the co-sponsor of NTHS. She provides the faculty and the staff and our students nutritious meals and snacks, all while the students are learning entrepreneurship skills, business management skills. They have ownership in the school. They are tied to something. It gives them a purpose, and that counts for a million things in my book. Let's see, what else has she done? She's taken our female students to the Success for Women's Conference in Biloxi for the past few years. She has just started the Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy this year. I could just go on and on. She does this, keep in mind, while teaching 4 different subject areas and looking stylish the whole time. She has it going on. I always tell her I'm going to go to her garage sale when she has one. She does this with a smile on her face. She is positive the whole entire time. But what's the most important about Ms. Brown is she cares about her students, and they know that. And a prime example is about a month ago, she called me on a weekend. It was a Saturday night. She was at dinner and could not access her Power School, and she needed a parent phone number. A child had reached out to her through her school email needing some help. And so we got the number, and thank goodness we got in touch with the parent. Everything was good. But that child felt comfortable enough to go to her, and that's the kind of teacher she is. They know that she cares about them, and she'll do anything for them. She is a wonderful role model to our students. She's professional. Her work ethic is out of this world. I've never seen a harder worker. I don't know when she takes time for herself and gets some rest. But I can't say anything else because I'd be here all night. But I'm honored to say that Ms. Demetria Brown is the Long Beach High School Teacher of the Year.
Introduce your family for us.
I don't know what to say. Okay, well, I have my 3 children who all graduated from Long Beach High School, and I'm very proud of them because they all graduated with honors, and 2 of them was on the Hall of Fame list. So I'm just really a proud parent. And I also have my aunt that is here tonight. So my oldest is Gabby. And my next to the oldest is Reginald Brown, and then my youngest is Aaliyah, who is in Collegiate Academy this year, and she is the first person in our CTE program to graduate from college with a degree in a CTE program at the age of 17. She will graduate from college first and then high school. So, open up the opportunity for those kids to do that. So I appreciate Dr. Locke and Ms. Bishop and all those counselors who opened the way, and Mr. Vidal, who is our CTE director. So I appreciate everybody and the board as well. So thank you.
A little bit of a backstory before I reveal my Teacher of the Year. I'm always on the lookout. Dr. Locke and I both are student teachers coming in, and I told the ladies at USM, send me student teachers, send me math, send me science, those areas that are hard to get. Well, a couple of years ago, Miss Brandy Holland came walking in the door, and she was going to be a math student teacher for me. So I kind of started peeking in the window, peeking in the door, hitting Miss Ebinger with questions on the side, or Miss Grabowski with questions on the side, and figured out, hey, she's pretty good. She's pretty sharp. She knows what she's doing. So I immediately started recruiting and see what I was going to have to do to convince her into becoming a faculty member at Long Beach Middle School. She has done an absolutely fantastic job for us. She taught 7th grade math for a year and a half, came in and is now moving up and teaching Algebra 1, the compacted Algebra 1, which is a very challenging course in the middle school. She does a absolutely fantastic job for us. She beats me to school, and a lot of times is there when I leave with the extra work and time that she puts in for her students. Very vital part of what we do at Long Beach Middle School, and extremely proud that she is our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Brandy Holly.
This is my husband, Joey Holland, back there with our 2-year-old. One of the ones that you hear in the back. Interrupting, sorry. We're from Long Beach. We grew up there. We actually went to Harrison Central. My husband, he works for Weaver Electric. He's been an electrician for quite some time. So much so, you know, what Ms. Brown was just saying, I really appreciate it for someone who has just come into teaching so early on, and I just look back, I just look at all these other teachers. I feel like so many other teachers deserve it, and so it is just really an honor to have been teaching for such a short amount of time and to be recognized by all my fellow teachers. I really appreciate it.
So this year's Teacher of the Year for Harper McCon Elementary was Miss Sherilyn Oakes. And Sherilyn is one of our 3 6th grade math teachers. And since I've been principal at Harper, she's served our school and our students in a number of different ways, kind of like what Dr. Locke mentioned about Miss Brown. And she's been team leader, she's been on committees. But I think the thing that speaks the most about Sherilyn is her interactions with kids and the way that she is in the classroom. 6th graders are like tough, right? They're this whole like hormonal animal that's just different. And nothing about them ever ruffles Sherilyn. Like when she's in the classroom, she's able to address kids in a way that makes them build trust with her and respect her, and all at the same time absorb, you know, algebraic thinking and expressions and equations. And so the way that she interacts with kids and the way that she interacts with her peers and the calm that she brings to our 6th grade hall is just outstanding. And so we're really proud that she is representing our school as Teacher of the Year this year.
I have my husband here with me, and my parents are here. I have 2 of my daughters, their husbands, and 3 of my grandchildren are here with me tonight. And I would like to say that Long Beach is a special school district to me. My parents graduated from Long Beach. Me and my siblings, we attended Long Beach. My children attended Long Beach. My grandchildren are going to school at Long Beach, and I would never even consider working in a different district. It's home. So, thank you.
Thank you. When I joined Quarles Elementary as principal 4 years ago, I implemented some data meetings where we were going to analyze data on students. Well, out of the 39 certified teachers there was only one that was excited about that, and it was Mrs. Bryan, because she can do some data. She digs down into that data and organizes plans and learning paths for students. That is phenomenal. She also incorporate some whole brain teaching into her classroom. So for the first couple times that I'd go in and I was amazed at how much the children respond, and they had their moments that they would talk to each other and get excited about learning and get their mindset ready for the day. Another little thing about Ms. Bryan, we had a challenge, I guess our second year, is that I was forcing her to at least take a Sunday off. Please take a Sunday off. And I even incorporated the help of her husband. Please make her take a day off. She works all the time. And it is shown through the progress and the growth of her students. Every year before the school opens, I sneak in our building late the night before because the teachers have gone home. I can feel the excitement, everything's ready. You know, all the classrooms are ready for the students the next morning. Mrs. Bryan is in the building at 9 or 9:30 one night. I said, are you kidding me? This is what makes you such a phenomenal teacher, but go home. The staff overwhelmingly gets excited about what she contributes. We wrote a grant to get some phonics programs in place, and she was all in the middle of it. I'm just so very proud of you, and I just wish you could understand how important you are to our staff. And I hope you do, though, because you are our Teacher of the Year.
Have my husband here with me. He is my backbone. I'm gonna tear up, sorry. I wouldn't be, well, who I am if it wasn't for my perfect match, so thank you, my soulmates. I also have a 10-year-old stepdaughter who lives in Petal who was able to attend Harper McCon last year, and the amount of social growth that she showed the year that she was with us was absolutely phenomenal, and that was because she came from a really great school district. She came from Petal, but we hadn't seen her grow the way that she grew in the year that she was with us. My 8-year-old, my 6-year-old, and my 2-year-old, who would be in here breaking the sound barrier right now, were she present, are at the first grade program because my 6-year-old is performing as well. I absolutely love this district. Lori Price hired me 9 years ago. Don't start counting. I spent 2 years in kindergarten, was moved to first grade, and I love my team so much. I would not be who I am today if it wasn't for their support and their love. So I guess that's it. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, our Teacher of the Year this year at Reeves Elementary is Miss Brianna Barrows. When you look at some of the things you have to do as a principal, the teacher growth rubric, and you look at all those different indicators and things, I find myself picturing in my head, what would that look like in Miss Barrows' room? Because she truly does embody all of that daily in her classroom. So that to me is just, that is a gift. Not only does she put in the work that it requires, but she just has the gift. She can do it all in her classroom. Not only is she the team leader, to be the team leader on first grade hall, it's a lot. First grade does VIP club. She orchestrates all of that. She is over the garden project, which is a huge project every year. They don't just go out and plant stuff and pull it up. Every subject is embodied in there. They do VIPs every week with a lot of planning. And Ms. Barrows does all of this planning and orchestrating that team as a military wife as well. So she has her 2 children with her, and they're pretty well attuned to the system at the school now. They go and help mom every afternoon, and I think that's a good support system to have, but we are very fortunate to have her at Reeves. I do not know if the team would hold together the way it does if it wasn't for her. So I thank you for everything you do. You work very hard. And Ms. Barrows.
Okay, so I have tonight with my 2 kids. My husband couldn't be here because he's gone right now. And then my mom and my grandma flew in from Seattle to be here tonight. So yes, that's where we're from. We transplanted here almost 10 years ago now. And I love being here. So that's what happened. Thank you, because I really don't feel like I feel like my team deserves this because we all work together. Like, that's just what we do. So thank you from first grade.
So each teacher from the school got a nice certificate and a voucher to spend on supplies for their classroom where they see fit. that accepts up here. But as you just heard all the wonderful stories out of the 5 teachers that we just presented, and you can imagine choosing a district teacher of the year is not an easy task, because all 5 of these teachers are above and beyond what you can expect from a teacher. But with that being said, Ms. Barrows, can you come back up here? Our district teacher of the year for the 1920 school year. You just stand out, and we are blessed to have you in our community, and we are glad you're a part of our family here. You have an additional 500.
Yes. Thank all the family for coming tonight. The one thing I'd like to say is, every one of these people, it takes a team. Not only takes a team at school, but at home too. Because a lot of these teachers spend above and beyond a lot of time making sure that they do the best they can in their classrooms. And so the people who are here supporting them can feel just as proud as the teachers themselves, because they couldn't have done it without your support. So there's a round for people.